want your business to be more environmentally sustainable, but you're not sure how? Let's talk about how I use product design to achieve my environmental sustainability goals and how it actually helps me to reduce cost, reduce waste, and actually have a better impact on my business. So kia ora, I'm Geneva. I'm based here in Auckland, New Zealand, and I have a product-based business called Tihi Stationery. Plus, I also have a business that provides business coaching and training. And today, I'm going to talk about 3 easy swaps that you can do within your business to ensure better environmentally sustainable practices. Firstly, before we get on to that, why is it important? 2 reasons for me. 1, cultural reasons, obviously, that our commitment to Te Tai Ao, to our whenua, our practice of manaakitanga, kaitiakitanga, means that we want to have the minimal impact as possible on Papatūānuku. So I'm always looking in my business for ways that we can reduce, reuse, recycle, etc., make the best decision so that we're actually having the least impact. This obviously has effects in terms of our products are probably not what everyone uses for unboxing. It doesn't bother me at all. That's my choice that I've made in terms of my commitment to Te Tai Ao. So I want to talk about, in this video, I've got a series of 3 videos. So this is the first one. This video is talking about how, in terms of in product design, how I can make decisions to ensure that our products are more environmentally sustainable. Sorry, last thing before I go into it is also for business reasons. People think that it's just a buzzword having environmental sustainability practices. It's not. You'll find that there's actually growing consumer demand for businesses that actually evidence what they do to protect the environment and that their practices are sustainable. So it'll actually will affect, if it's not already, it affects your bottom line. So don't think that this is just a buzzword and it's not really going to make a difference. You can still just do whatever you want. You'll find if you're not already committed, if you don't already have that cultural commitment to Te Tai Ao, that eventually you'll see it'll start to show up in your bottom line, and that you'll see that smart businesses who are around for a long term, have actually really good environmental sustainability practices. So let's get into 3 easy swaps that you can do to help your small business be more environmentally sustainable. First thing is product design. And in product design is, first thing I do is I ensure I make quality products. 1. So if you make quality products, whether they're made here in New Zealand or overseas, then your customer is more likely to keep that product for a long time, whether they use that product for all the period and then they keep it for as a keepsake, etc. Quality products people will keep. If they're not quality, or if they are single-use purpose, people will just throw them away, and that does not contribute to your environmental sustainability. So start off by always thinking, I want to make the best quality I can so that people will use this the longest and keep it. Try to stay away from anything Shein, any of those throwaway kind of thinking. You don't want that. You want to create products that are good quality. People associate your brand with quality, and that they know they're actually going to keep your products for some time. Second thing I do is in terms of how I design the products so that they have the least environmental impact. For example, when I design products, because I've designed a lot of print products, I always ensure that my products have what's called standard sizing. So if you're in the print business, you'll understand that they have a standard sizing of A4, and it goes up to A0, and there's all variations of it. And I can show you a quick example. If I was printing an A6 card, it fits 4 times to here. It's a standard size. There is no waste in the production. If I was to choose a different size, something different, and it looked like this, see all of this? This becomes waste, unnecessary waste. And it also will cost you more in your print production because you're having to use more paper to print your products. So one thing I do in terms of design is I ensure that my products are standard size so that there is no waste in the production. I also like to either do pre-orders so that I can not overproduce products, so that I've got a really good idea in terms of what the demand is going to be for the products. And then what I also do is I do double siding of my paper. So some people will think, oh, well, it's more high end if you have products that are only single side printing. Well, it's actually more wasteful as well. So I try as much as possible to do double-sided print. What I also do then is I also try to make electronic options of the products that I create. So with products that I have, I will also try to have a digital download so people have the option, so that these are your options to absolutely minimize any of this consumption. So that's how I do it. And the last thing I want to talk about is when you choose your materials, sustainable materials, and your manufacturer, make sure that they are, especially if you're in print production, make sure that they're FSC certified, or New Zealand we also have a Toy2 accreditation. But depending on what industry you're in, you'll probably find that there's different accreditations or certifications or etc. Check to make sure that your manufacturer has those, so that you know that you're actually producing your products with the most ethical manufacturer that you can find, and that they're using the the best materials for the job. And in print production nowadays, there is so many options that you can use now which are really environmentally sustainable. So in terms of even just the inks that we use, they are all vegetable and soy-based inks. All of the paper is recycled paper. There is just so many ways now that your actual production of your products can actually be really environmentally sustainable. So don't just think you have to go for certain products that are absolutely no good for the environment. There are lots of options around nowadays. So that's all I want to just briefly talk about. So those three things are just in terms of make sure you make quality, make sure you design well so that there is less waste, and make sure that your manufacturers are using the best environmentally sustainable materials in your production. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and then watch for the next video. I'm going to talk about how you can ensure that your packaging is environmentally sustainable as well. Kia ora, thanks for watching.